depth of the ground. Please note that that is a very high-risk situation in drilling. Please understand, for Uganda to have oil or for any oil to be produced, that will be the production phase. That will be at first oil when the other surface facilities are ready. That will be the ECOP, the feeder line, as well as the CPF. So for the drilling campaign, specifically, we ensure that we maintain pressures, balanced pressures, so that we have...
When this project started, it found people with grass-thatched house, and they have changed some people the mindset, teaching them how to use the money if they get the compensation. They have built some houses, the permanent houses, to those people who have been affected by this pipeline.
For the drilling, this campaign is going to drill 28 wells, and we've already heard from our engineers house. Total will be 4 well pads, 1, 2, 3, and 4A. Yeah, so that will be the total number of well pads. And yeah, this project is providing jobs to, first of all, the direct jobs to people working in Sinok, Ugandans. There are jobs from our contractors, the local population, nationals, Ugandans working with our contractors.
Zuri, kitu ya kwanza tulipata hospital hapa, ongeza maji, tulipata maji na tukapata program ya watoto kwa shule kidogo kidogo ya kushona. Sasa nyuma hapa, kumiaka nyuma hapa, maji haisaidie sasa mzuri. Kwa sauri banaanza funga kulipisa tena pesa mingi kwa watu kukijiji, watu maji inakuwa na sisi ngumu. Hatusaidiane sasa na maji vizuri. Na kwa wakati ingine maji banafunga, na kwa wakati ingine kula, bamama hapa banateseka tena sana kwa sababu ya maji. Tena maji vile sio vizuri. Maji kunaleta sasa vile ugonjwa, typhoid iko mingi, dawa habatie ndani. Watu tunatefekana sana sasa kwa habari ya maji. Kama baliongeza tena kutusaidia kutengeneza maji kama ilikuwa mzuri.
Tunawatakia mema wanaohusika na swala hilo ili wananchi waanze kunufaika. Tukielekea katika wilaya ya Arua, wakazi wa eneo hilo wametoa wito kwa serikali na vyombo vya usalama kukaza kamba ili kuhakikisha kwamba viwango vya wizi vimepunguzwa. Wamesema haya baada ya watu mbalimbali kujihusisha na matukio ya wizi na kutumbua au kutatiza wananchi wakati wa usiku na hata wakati mwingine siku za mchana.
In my ward, I have some security tension. These boys of ours, our own boys here, if there are some who are coming from outside, they are very few. And what they are doing right now is you will not cross some few roads in Kenya ward successfully. And the worst part of it is their bosses are training the young ones, because they know when these young ones are arrested, they are termed to be juveniles. They may sometimes not appear in court. And when the security force comes, they run away, you end up arresting these young ones. And at the end, they are released. And what is so painful is, particularly our parents' primary school. When you buy a nice boot, shoes for your child to go to school, a bag and a jacket, you sometimes find that they remove them away and sell them. Snatching phones, bags from women, particularly where we are standing here, this is in a club cell. You will not move here successfully. It is after when these communities start to gang on them. So because the community has relaxed a bit, that's why they are now coming up. For example, yesterday night, the local leaders here, the LCs here, gathered together with the support of police. And as I'm speaking, since morning up to this time, you cannot even see these boys moving around. By this time, you will have even seen them there. About 26 of them were netted.
These women are working very hard, they pick loans. But unfortunately, there are some young men who do not want to work, but they want to live a better life through stealing. It is very unfortunate. The two chairmen emphasized on the issue of addressing this gap of insecurity. The young people grab money, grab phones. Even they follow these women when they come from market. They take their money. So we have taken it as a security matter. We together with the population want to address this. But I want to call upon the public not to take the law into their hand. But the unfortunate thing is, once these people are taken to police, some leaders also fluke their way and go to work for their bail. That is where the most unfortunate.
Wafanyabiashara ndogo ndogo wameendelea kukaza kamba kuhakikisha kwamba sekta hiyo inapanda vidato zaidi ili kuhakikisha kwamba inasaidia wananchi. Sasa wakitoa wito kwa umma kujikita katika uwekezaji wa masuala ya biashara ndogo ndogo kama mojawapo ya njia ya kuendeleza gurudumu la uchumi wa taifa.
The bank and its partners have focused deliberately in supporting SMEs which are based in the rural areas where a majority of our people live and work. And it's particularly so that the SMEs in the rural areas all support the economies of our member states, but also in Uganda they support about 70% of GDP. And it's for this reason that we found it absolutely necessary to target that sector and to actually develop a program that was uniquely focused on the particular sector, but also has the framework to enable continued sustainable financing.
Therefore, bridging the financing gap for SMEs will require collective action. We must continue working hand in hand with our development partners, as well as the financial institutions like EADB, and now our commercial banks and other financial institutions that are partnering in this, the private sector, to create a business environment where
Shirika la takwimu humu nchini limetoa ripoti yao ya mwisho kuhusiana na yale ambayo wamefanya wakati wa kufanya takwimu za mwaka huu wa 2024. Ripoti hiyo ikiongeza kwamba idadi imeongezeka na hivyo basi inahitaji bajeti zaidi ya kuendeleza majukumu mbalimbali ya serikali kwa wananchi.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Population and Housing Census 2024 main report is officially.
This increase in population could likely be an outcome of the government's priorities in the health subsector over the years, mainly on immunization and rollout of health center 4s, the upgrade of health center 2s to 3s.
Be happy about reduced prevalence of subsistence households, which has reduced from 69% in 2014 when we did the last census to now 33%. I think that's, despite these gains, it is also intriguing to note from the results that 4 in 10 households remain food insecure. As leaders at various levels, we all need to take on the patriotic responsibility of educating our fellow citizens to make use of the comparative advantage we have in the agricultural sector.
Very many young children. They are 50% of the whole population of 45.9. The youth, 18 to 30, they are 23%. And the people above 60, there are very few here. It's 5%, but there is a group, very big task to plan for this 50%. The school-going children, and also to prepare for them post-education.
Classified, what we are showing here, we are looking at adult mortality, and we are singling out females we are looking at pregnancy-related mortality. How many, for those women who died between the age of 15 to 49, we would probe for the causes and
this proportion of in households in subsistence economy are in Karamoja, West Nile, Acholi, Lango, and Teso.
Just the next week or two, but for many months to try and dive into as much of the debt.
Okay, mtazamaji, karibu tena, tuendelee kufahamisha huku sasa tukienda katika soko la Isa.
Independence Day is observed as a national holiday in a country. Uganda became an independent state on 9th October 1962.
Uganda is born again, free and independent.
This event holds an important position in the history of Uganda as it marks the country's freedom to self-rule from its colonial masters. Uganda and the people have made significant strides in 62 years, like improvement in economic growth, education, agriculture, peace, prosperity and political stability. This year's 62nd celebrations will be held under the theme Independence Day, a record and fortify our destiny. Join us on Wednesday 9th October 2024 at Busiko Teachers Demonstration Primary School grounds, Masafu Town Council, Busia District, as we relay the celebrations live on UBC TV. Inspiring Uganda.
The first window of